You know, it's day 3. I got back on Friday to Australia from London. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's now Monday. So what is it? Day 4? Friday. Day 4. So let's say day 4. I got back on Friday, and I am still suffering from. I'm still suffering from the perils of jet lag. You would think I'm trying to get the camera right. I'm a little bit close. Still suffering from jet lag. It's New Year's Eve today in Australia due to the time difference, and I'm not going to do anything tonight. Natasha's not here. She's still in London. But I'm going to go down and wash the Porsche. I am going to try and install my console lid and the other piece that I bought. So I thought this morning I'd take some time. I'd do a pre-video, so to speak, for what I'm going to put into the car. I also bought a couple of products. I bought a couple of products from Autoglim, and and I've taken them downstairs. I can't show you. My windscreen has quite a few little fine scratches on it. I guess it's just from cleaning. I bought the Autoglim glass polish. I'll put a little picture up here from their website now so you see it. I don't know how good it is. I'm going to give it a try. It might make the windscreen a little bit better. My windscreen has a little nick out of it, unfortunately. It always has. I guess Porsche insurance covers windscreen replacement, so I guess I could claim it on insurance. No doubt that will affect my premium for the following year. I'm going to wait, but I will eventually probably switch out the windscreen. It's not that bad. I'm saying it's not that bad. Oh, before I start, I hope everyone's having a great holiday. I can see lots of people are watching YouTube, so everyone must be relaxing. But yeah, have a good New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, I know for a lot of you is not today. This video will probably go up on before New Year's. Oh no, it might go up on New Year's Eve. Once I put it up, it might go up on New Year's Eve. But anyway, I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays and having lots of great food, driving their car, and enjoying being with their family. Anyway, back to the point at hand. So I bought the two products. I bought the glass polish, and I don't know how well it works. If you guys have used it before, let me know. And I purchased the cleaner, Autoglim interior trim cleaner. I'm going to put it up here. It'll come up. This cleaner so that I can clean the my front mats, my carpet mats. Now I know I probably could have just gone to a hardware store and got a normal carpet cleaner. It probably will work better. This Autoglim product, I buy Autoglim products when I'm in the UK because they're so much cheaper than Australia. So if you're wondering why I buy them, that's why I buy them. I had a really good question actually. Someone asked me yesterday, and I don't know whether I explained the answer very well. I can't remember their name, but the question was, why do I buy a lot of parts from Suncoast and why don't I purchase parts directly from Porsche? Well, most of you know I spend a lot of time in London. I live in Australia, my Porsche is in Australia. Prices of parts from Porsche Australia are very, very expensive. Now, the benefit of Suncoast is that they will ship to Australia. Most of the times when you buy parts from Suncoast, they don't get hit with, I don't know why, but they don't seem to get hit with the GST on the way in. Suncoast shipping is reasonable, it's not cheap. Like the console lid that I just purchased I bought that on Black Friday at $560. If I had to send it to Australia, it would have cost me about $100 odd US dollars, 120 US dollars. Luckily, Natasha's sister lives in New York. I sent it to her as free shipping and she brought it over at Christmas, so it only cost me that price. Now, I know I have mentioned this before, but this is why I buy parts from Suncoast, and when I'm in the UK, I buy them from Design 911. But I do actually buy parts. I have bought some parts like a car cover, the outdoor car cover that I bought, which I've never used, which I purchased last Christmas. I bought that from a Porsche dealer in the UK, directly from a Porsche dealer. They had an eBay store though, which made it easier, but it was actually a proper Porsche dealer. But Suncoast is a Porsche dealer anyway, right? So, but the reason why I do it is because primarily for cost, it's a lot cheaper. I'll get back. The console lid, as I said, I've mentioned this once before, Porsche Australia were very helpful. They searched the price of the console lid, the same leather that I purchased from Suncoast. It's $2,200 Australian. I think it included goods and services tax in Australia here. That was after my 10% Porsche Club in New South Wales discount. It was 2,200 Australian dollars. Now 2,200 Australian dollars is about 1,500 US. I got that part for $560 US. Now, that seems crazy. My friend, I think, just recently checked the price of a steering wheel, RS steering wheel, for his GT3, replacement steering wheel with the Alcantara. And I think that was about $1,000 cheaper, $800, $1,000 cheaper. I mean, it's crazy, the prices. I don't understand why Porsche Australia is so expensive. It is. A lot of things are like that in Australia. It's probably relative to the cost of the car, and their parts are priced accordingly. In saying that, when I bought the gas struts, the replacement gas struts, they were cheaper from Suncoast, they were cheaper from, they weren't cheaper in the UK, they were cheaper from Suncoast. But if I would have sent them to Australia with the shipping, they would have been about the same price as Australia. So little things like that tended to be the same. The other thing which was a big difference was the wheel caps that I bought for the new lobster wheels when I had them customs. My wheel color is a Porsche color. So that means the caps I could get were Porsche caps, which made it a lot easier. Didn't have to spray the caps. They never really match properly if you do that. They're a perfect match. They were sourced by Chris at XL Wheels for me, but they were a lot cheaper in the UK, like crazy amount cheaper. And those caps are expensive. So that's the reason why. I do buy from Porsche dealers. I bought from Porsche dealers before, but the reason why I buy from Suncoast and Design 911 and the other site, which I can't remember, is because of price. And because it's easy to get them, and most of the times they're in stock. A lot of the times in Australia, a lot of these specialty items like the console lid was going to take 8 weeks to come. They had to order it from Porsche. Suncoast have stock of it. I don't know if they've had stock for years or whatever, and that's why it's cheap, but they had stock of it. Anyway, that's a long-winded answer to that question. Thanks for the question, though. It was a great question, and it made me think about it, and I don't think my answer completely explained it. So that's the reason why I buy the parts from where I buy them. Yeah, so we're talking about parts today, I guess. We're talking about simple things that you can do yourself, which I don't, or simple things you can get your service Porsche specialist to do. Let me just show you the console lid and the other leather piece. 1 second. Okay, so this is when everyone is going to think, and I'm trying to get it to focus. This is when, and I don't know whether it's focusing, and it probably isn't focusing. Let me just try this. This is the key surround. This is the key surround. That is an exclusive options part. You can get it in different colors. Basically, it's the Porsche plastic part, and it has leather. Now, the reason why I got this is because the one I have, the one that's in my car, the plastic bit, is gone all sticky and it's all scratched up. So I got the leather one, which is probably not really sensible because leather where you put your key in is going to get even more scratched up. But I like the idea of it. I was going to say it was cheap, so it didn't matter, but it wasn't cheap. It's probably a little bit crazy, but we have to do these things sometimes. So that's that part, which I don't even know if you can see it, but it is leather and it looks really nice. So that's my first exclusive option leather piece. There's more to come. That's if I can ever get a hold of the guy. And then the console lid. Hopefully my hands aren't greasy this morning. Now, I thought it looked grey, but it actually doesn't look that great. So that's the console lid. So that's the Porsche crest. It has the stitching. Yeah. And then it's weird because on the back, I looked at an install video, and these clips here, it says that you need to take those clips off your previous console lid to put them on. But when I pulled this out last night, I noticed that it actually has all of these metal clips. But that's it. I mean, you know, at 560 US, it's still a lot. Like, it is still a lot. It's better than 2200 Aussie, which is 1500 US. So I'm actually quite happy with it. That's the console lid. I'll show you guys. I'm going to do an install video downstairs later, and I'll probably post that tomorrow or the next day. But that's it, because a lot of you have been asking to see it. I hope that shows it to you properly. It's very nice. It's very nice. Okay. What else do they get? Oh, the short shifter. One of my regular subscribers. Yeah, so I just had to check because I always forget people's login names. Inva22 Wade, who I talk to every now and again, who always likes to comment on my videos. Thank you very much for the comment. And thank you very much for the help, actually. I was worried in my last video that my car already had the short shifter installed. I haven't gone down to measure it. I'm gonna do that when I install the console lid. I'll measure it and make sure it hasn't. But he's given me the dimensions. Base gear lever in first, change into section, measure distance traveled. Should be 4.5 inches. If installed, standard shift is 7 inches. I think I've got the standard shift. Yesterday when I was driving it, it felt like the standard. It feels like 7 inches. It doesn't feel like 4.5 inches. I'm converting to centimeters in my head, but I think it is. I don't think I have the short shifter, so that's good news. So I didn't waste $500 or whatever it cost me. So that's good. The short shifter, he also said about being whether it's black machine casing. I haven't pulled it out actually. I'll pull it out now and I'll film it and then we'll chat about it. Please don't tell me it's like a copy or something. I'm sure it isn't, because Design 911 in the UK is a reputable parts place. I know there's another one that isn't, but Design 911 apparently is okay. Let me just pull it out and I'll show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna do this in a very, very unprofessional type way. But this is the short shifter and this is the short shifter. So this is, okay, so that's it. And so that's the base of it. I hope you guys can see this. That's the base. That's the thing there where it says made in Germany. The 997 short shifter kit does not have metal bushings. It has plastic bushings. The GT3 short shifter kit has metal bushings. So GT3 short shifter kit, if you base this on the picture from Suncoast, which I'm gonna put this up now from Suncoast. So you can see that they've got the 997 standard, the GT3 short shifter, and the 997 short shifter kit. The difference being is that the 997 short shifter kit is less throw, shorter by 20%, but the GT3 has metal, where this one has plastic. But this is shorter. So there's the part number there, which is the correct part number. This is the, you guys know what that's called, I don't even know what it is. So this is blue, this is black. Black type plastic is not metal. Okay, so that's the short shifter. Can you guys see it? I think you can. So, happy with that. So that's the short shifter. That's the key surround in leather from Exclusive Option. That was the console lid, so you've seen the console lid. So they're the 3 parts that I've bought. Like I said, I've also bought some cleaning products, which I'm going to use later today. I'm going to give the car a wash, I think, before tomorrow. Tomorrow morning early on New Year's Day, I'm going to go out and go for a drive on the Old Pacific Highway here in Sydney. You guys that come from Sydney know the road. There'll be cops around on New Year's Day, but I'm not going out tonight. So I'm going to, I'm going to go and go for an early morning drive, I think, which would be good. But yeah, so that's about it. Just wanted to share that with you guys today. I know some of you have been waiting for me to show it. For you guys that have seen it before, I hope it wasn't too boring. That's about it. Oh, the other thing which is really important, which I didn't show you, so you have to have a little bit of fun. Those of you who follow me on Instagram would notice that I bought another keyring. I think now I have like 4 of these keyrings. So I bought the Speed Yellow. Not so adventurous to buy a Speed Yellow 911, but I've got a Speed Yellow key, so that's good enough. They're really hard to find, actually. I think this color's being discontinued. I just want to do a shout out to my 997 brother, as you guys know, James, auto amateur. He's looking at steering wheels. He's looking at steering wheels for his 997. It's a great video. I'll link it below. Check that out as well, because it's good content, very good content, and all about the 997, which we like. I thought about the steering idea. I know a friend of mine doesn't really like my steering wheel because it's got the multi-function. It is a little bit daggy, I know. You know me, it looks like I don't want to keep my car stock, but I actually do. That's why my changes I've made have been very subtle. They're not big changes. To be honest, my car came, when I purchased it, was already lowered. If it was me, I probably wouldn't lower the car. But anyway, James's video is really good. The steering wheel situation for me is that I would have to get a complete new airbag. The airbags are expensive. I find the steering wheels are expensive. I think they look good. I love the RS wheel with the little marker on the top. I don't know whether it suits my car. I don't know whether my car's fast enough. In my friend's GT3, the wheel looks fantastic, the round wheel. I can see why you'd want to change the triangle wheel. For me, it's not something that's going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing Auto Amateur's videos, though, seeing James's videos and seeing what he comes up with and what he decides on doing. So that's going to be interesting. But anyway, lots of good Porsche content out there, lots of good 997 content. And once again, thanks for all the support. I think we're going to end this today, but I am going to go down and film another video for you guys, which I'll post maybe New Year's Day. I'm going to film putting this console lid on. So if you're interested in seeing that, and I will give you a bit of a walk around of the car in the next video as well, and just show you what has actually changed in the car from since I purchased it. I know a lot of you know. I know there's some of you out there who have been asking me who don't really know what I've changed on the car. It's not a great deal, but it is interesting. I found it interesting going through the process, and I'll share that again with you guys. But that's about it. Have a good new year, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.